can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitzi. Mitzi puts it in.
Beat gets it. They're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the glass.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Lester with the deep two, and it's good. Connell has the ball at bounce, passes into Grieco for three, and that's 1,000 points. Goal.
High school boys basketball. Tonight we have the East Hampton Bellringers.
Playing against the Haddam Killingworth Cougars.
I'm Connor Shute.
And I'm Wally Sample. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you very much. Today we have the final game of the season for these teams. It is the senior night here at HKHS tonight, and there is already a crowd. People are sizing up. This is going to be something big. There is a lot on the line on whether they can be, HK can turn in the upper bracket of the tournament.
And that means if they win tonight, HK will have an additional home game for the championship.
Yes, and since there's no guarantees on that, their senior night will be tonight. So we are about to hear those.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Haddam Killingworth Senior Night. Tonight we would like to honor the commitments of both our 5 graduating seniors and their families to HK's basketball program. But first, we would also like to recognize 4 seniors from the East Hampton basketball team. Number 10, Liam Kirk. Number 20, Dave Austin. Number 12, Joey Russo. And number 4, Jared Thomas. To my seniors, I want to thank you for your hard work and effort over the past 4 years. Your dedication is very much appreciated by your coaches, your teammates, and the remainder of the student body at HK. You have been role models for our young players, and your commitment to the team has been exceptional. To all our players' families, thank you for your constant support, whether it be cheering the stands, providing rides to practices and games, or helping out with concessions, ticket sales, banquets, and fundraising. So without further delay, I would like to honor this year's 5 students and their families. Escorted by his parents, Laura and John. Number 5, Andrew Kuhn. Escorted by his parents, Lisa and Keith, and sister, Larissa. Number 34, Zach Kaufman. escorted by his mom Robin, his dad George, his brothers Warren, Ray, and Teddy. And finally, escorted by his mom Sue, his dad Mike, and his sister Tessa, our varsity captain, number 25, Matt Willis. At this time, I would like to make one more special presentation to Matt Willis. Last Monday at Westbrook, Matt surpassed the career 1,000 point mark as a varsity player at HK. This is a milestone very few players have ever reached. It shows great consistency over his 4 years, and I would like to present him with the 1,000 point basketball, Matt Willis.
And those were honoring the HK seniors for this game, along with the East Hampton seniors. So to reiterate, those East Hampton seniors were Jared Thomas, Liam Curtin, Joseph Caruso, and Nathan Allison.
And for the HK side, we had Darren Hiller, Zach Hoffman, Andrew Kewen, Matthew Wills, and Toby Callender.
Number 2, sophomore Ted Zhao. Stephen Brady. Jai Lynch. Joseph Caruso. And Jared Thomas. we are back as the HK Den collects, ready for this senior night game. Teams are preparing as HK is getting all together for their huddle along with East Hampton.
Really seems like both teams are very prepared for this game, seeing how it's their last guaranteed game of the season. So
yeah, it's the last guaranteed game for both teams, which is really stressful for both sides, especially because they definitely want to win, especially HK for their last game. But East Hampton actually has one more left, but this is very close to the end of their season, so they're going to obviously play it as intensely as they can. The tip-off is between 25 Matt Wills and number 21 Stephen Brady.
number 24 Darren Hiller, however, was able to grab it, and now he's pushing down the court. Throws it out to Kewen, who takes a deep shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 12.
Ball is intercepted by Matt Wills.
Matt Wills now taking his time, letting everyone move. Zach Hoffman driving in and scoring the first points of this game.
First 2 points going to HK. Ted Zhao has the ball from East Hampton. Ted Zhao is a sophomore playing on the varsity team. He passes to 21 Stephen Brady, and then to 4 Jared Thomas. Stolen by Andrew Kewen.
Ball is tipped, and Kewen comes down with it. Hiller goes up for a shot and misses, but it's rebounded by Wills. Wills now driving out, throwing it to Kaufman. Kaufman back to Kewen. Kewen now faking, driving in, taking the shot, and that's good for 2, making the score 4-0. Already 1 minute into this first quarter.
Yeah, it was a very quick play right there, especially for some points for HK. Ted Zhao is the ball. Passes to Stephen Brady. Goes for the drive. Passes to Lynch. Back to Zhao. And to Caruso, who goes for the shot, but it's no good.
Kaufman came down with him and passed it immediately to Wills. Wills now really taking his time throwing to Hiller. Hill dribbling back, looking for someone open, and that is going to be Wills. Wills now to Kewen. Kewen back to Hiller. Hiller throwing it into Wills, who seemed to be surrounded, and there's going to be a foul. Sorry, double dribble.
The ball will be passed into Zhao. Zhao passes to Thomas.
Takes a little spill, but gets up pretty quick.
Thomas with the shot from a 3, and it is good. Scores 4 and 3.
Kaufman now throws the ball into Hiller, and Hiller driving down the court. Seems the play was set up, and now Wills has the ball. Wills throws it into Callender. Callender to Hiller. Hiller taking the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by East Hampton.
Goes to Zhao. Zhao passes to Thomas. Thomas with the shot from the 3. And that is good as well, giving East Hampton the lead. Quite impressive. 2 points, 2 shots scored for both sides, but for East Hampton, they were 3s.
Hiller now with the ball thrown to Kewen. Kewen driving in, taking a shot, and that's good for 2. Tying the game back up to 6-6.
There's a whole 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and we are already looking at a 6-6 score.
If East Hampton can keep taking deep shots like that and making those 3s, that could be really punishing towards HK.
Yes, and both those shots were very impressive. Thomas with another from the 3. It is almost good.
Almost.
But it rebounds to Caruso. Caruso back out to Thomas, to Zhao. Thomas takes another shot from the 3. And that is good. That is impressive. Jared Thomas of East Hampton with 3 3-point shots in the first couple minutes of the game.
And as I said, it's going to be difficult because unless HK can get a 3 now, that's going to be 2 possessions for them to even get close to that score. Callender now with the ball throwing to Hiller. Hiller now in some trouble, and ball goes out of bounds. However, it's going to stay in HK's possession. Ball's thrown in. Wills now has the ball, and now he's running into trouble trying to throw it out to Kaufman, who then passes it to Hiller. Wills driving in, going up, and that's good for 2. Score 8-9, East Hampton.
Zhao has the ball, and with Thomas on his side, and if Thomas gets that ball, he's deadly for these points. Thomas with the ball. Is he going to shoot from the 3? No, he trips.
Kaufman down on the ground trying to grab that ball, and he gets it. No fouls there, and it's going to be a clean ball. Wills now has the ball, throwing it to Kewen. Kewen trying, he's getting surrounded. Pass it back out to Hiller.
Now, can I make a comment on something we saw a few seconds ago once HK reclaimed the ball? Calendar passed to Wills. Wills wasn't ready for it. In fact,
no,
if
definitely
anyone
not.
noticed, it just hit his chest. So, a little bit of comedic error there, but all
But
good
now
'cause
Wills goes and takes a shot, and it misses. East Hampton now has the ball.
Brady with the ball. Brady passes to Zhao. Zhao to Caruso. Caruso posts it up, and that is good.
That's going to be a 3-point lead. Hiller now has the ball. Driving down and quickly passing to Kewen. Kewen, though, is getting stuffed. It goes up and he misses. East Hampton ball.
Thomas has the ball.
Let's see if he shoots a 3 from there.
Passes it to Brady. Brady to Zhao. Zhao drives in, but passes to Caruso. Caruso loses it to out of bounds.
I don't know if you're seeing this, Connor, but Zhao is really using his speed
Yeah.
and agility. He's a bit of a smaller kind of guy, but he's really using his speed and agility to kind of work around this HK defense.
Yeah, height in basketball isn't all that important if you're playing in the right position, which he is setting himself up to be. Caruso airballs on his first foul shot. And the second is no good either. Ball rebounds to Andrew Kewen, passes to Darren Hiller. Hiller goes for the drive, passes to Calendar, back out to Wills.
Wills now throwing to Kewen. Kewen now driving in, taking a shot, and it's no good. Almost from the 3, but not quite. After some brief bumping, seems to be East Hampton's ball.
Even though it looked like there was possibly there was a push against Thomas that managed him to travel out of bounds. But he will recover with
Quick
the ball.
substitution. McGoey's now in for Kaufman.
That was Kaufman's second foul of the game already. All the fouls of this game have been on him so far.
Rough start.
Zhao has the ball. Passes to Brady. Brady takes the shot. That is good from the 3. East Hampton with the 3s.
Hiller now with the ball, throwing it out to Kewen after briefly driving in. Kewen now in some trouble, almost losing to Zhao, and it is recovered by Zhao.
He gives it to Zhao. Zhao brings it to Lynch. Lynch puts it up for another 2 points.
That's going to be a timeout on HK.
So that has been interesting. So what we saw so far is definitely, we're looking at a double score right now for East Hampton over HK. But in the very beginning, we saw HK be able to take those 2 points. That was definitely the energy from the seniors coming off of their senior night awards. That you can tell that's pure energy they get, that pure energy, that the determination to be able to do good from what they just received.
Definitely, but I don't know how long that lasted for them after Thomas, I believe that's Thompson?
Yes. Thomas.
Thomas, after he drained, 3 threes in a row, back to back to back?
Yes, Jared Thomas pulled 3 3-point shots.
That's kind of backbreaking at that point.
His points alone are over the entire HK team's points already.
That's true. I mean, I also think that East Hampton scored more threes than HK's even been able to score in general.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. We don't really know, but that was 4 3-pointers.
From Thompson by himself.
Not from Thomas. Thomas has 3. There's one from another player, I believe.
And I believe there was one more in the mix.
Lynch. And then there might have been one more. There was definitely a layup in the mix. So, a lot of points. But it was quite surprising to see the turnaround with that miss, both misses on those foul shots.
Wills now has the ball. He went up, and it's no good, and it's recovered by East
Gives it
Hampton.
to Zhao. Zhao puts it up, but it's no good. Rebounds to Hiller.
Now, it's going to be HK's ball. McGoey goes up for the shot, and it's good for 2. Just what HK needed to kind of bring them back into the game. Scores now 10 HK, East Hampton 16.
Zhao is passing the half court. Gives it to... Oh, goes around a little bit. Ends up in Lynch. Oh, and back to Zhao. He gives it to Brady. To Thomas. To Lynch. Lynch goes for the layup, but is blocked by Toby Callender.
That's going to be a foul against Toby Callender.
That's going to be Toby Callender's foul. It's going to be a hit. So giving...
That's going to be the first of his night.
Yes, that's going to give Jai Lynch 2 foul shots. Let's see if he can do a little better than Brady. First is no good. East Hampton puts in number 20, Ty Bevan. Oh, I apologize, Nathan Alston.
And
the
second shot
good.
is good. Matt Wills is now going to pass it to Darren Hiller to bring the ball in. Now Hiller's going to drive down the court. Just now passing the midline and quickly breaks, throwing to McGoey, back out to number 31. Back to McGoey, goes up, and it's no good after briefly spinning around the rim.
Number 21, Brady with the ball. Brady passes to Zhao. Zhao drives in the paint and puts it up, and that is good. And that was in the last second of the first period.
Also, briefly for the last couple 30 seconds of that period, number 31 Erskine came in for number 35 Toby Callender.
Oh, I actually missed that. That was only a little bit, but maybe we'll see him play in the second quarter. So now these seniors are going to have to start coming out. We already saw one of them being pulled off.
Two, actually.
2 of them pulled
Toby
off.
and Kaufman.
Yes, Toby and Kaufman were pulled off. I know Kaufman's was because of fouls. We don't know why for Toby. Maybe he just needs a little break. Maybe they really want to put in some players that can get some points.
I mean, also it's also good just to kind of cycle through your players so you don't get your starting lineup extremely exhausted.
Yes, exactly. But also the seniors may not be the best on the team. It's as we can see, there's I believe 2 point guards that are both seniors and obviously can't both play at the same position at the same time, so they do need to swap them out.
That's very true.
Zhao has the ball. He passes to number 13, a new player, Archidicono. Ooh,
Kewen
intercepted
steals the
pass.
ball. Kewen out of flag. Flag now taking his time, looking for someone open, and that's going to be, he thought Kewen, but the ball was grabbed, and now he grabs it back. The ball is loose and goes out of bounds. This could be white ball.
Yes, that was actually grabbed by Ted Zhao of East Hampton at the last second, but he was not able to change his direction, and just ends up pushing him out of bounds.
Flag now with the ball, throwing it to number 5, Kewen. Kewen driving in, throwing it out, back to Flag. Flag now taking the shot, and it's no good. Now going to be East Hampton's ball.
Ted Zhao as the ball passes to Brady. It passes to Arcidicono. RC Diacono goes for the shot. It's no good. Rebounds and ends up in the hands of Brady. Now to Alston. To Zhao. Zhao gives it to RC Diacono. Passes out to Brady. East Hampton not doing much right now. Brady grows in, but no good. Rebounds to McGoey.
McGoey now throws it to Wills. Wills now throwing it down to Flag, who's wide open, and it bounces straight off the rim. McGoey now with the ball. After briefly bobbled around, Wills now has it, who's trying to drive in and doesn't make it. That's going to be a foul against East Hampton. Wills is now going to have 2 shots.
So that foul was against player number 13, RC Diacono.
Wills takes his first shot and bounces off the back part of the rim. It's going to be no good. Now number 24, Darren Heller, is now in for Kewen, and 35, Toby Callender, takes Erskine out.
East Hampton puts in Wayranch, number 43.
Will's now getting ready to take his second shot. It goes up, and it's no good.
Brady has the ball. Passes to Wayranch. Wayranch to Archie Diacono. To Brady. RC Diacono to Brady. And he goes for the shot, but it's just instead stolen by Erskine.
No, it was actually hit by number 24, Darren Heller.
So that foul was against Brady of East Hampton. He will have 2 foul shots. He makes the first. It's nice and clean.
With that first one being made, now East Hampton once again has double the amount of points that HK does.
He does not make the second, even though I do believe Brady actually made a 3-pointer earlier on in the game.
Wills now has possession, and he drives into a wide open paint and misses after Hampton closed in. However, there will be a foul against East Hampton, and that's going to give Matthew Wills 2 shots.
That is Ted Zhao's first foul.
Matthew Wills missing his first. Doesn't really seem to be his night for free throws, but he has one more. Getting ready. Goes up, and it goes in, making the score HK 11, East Hampton 20.
Zhao has the ball. And especially with him only having 1 foul, definitely, like I said earlier, his height is not a disadvantage because of the way he plays. If he plays to his way, he's not going to get these fouls. He's not going to get these problems. But there's an intercepted pass
Ball
by
is
Darren
quickly
Hiller.
grabbed by Hiller off a bad pass. Wills driving into the paint, juking someone out and going up for a shot, and it's good.
Yes, he juked them out, I believe you said.
That's the technical term.
Zhao passes to RC Diacono. RC Diacono goes for the shot. Bounces around the rim, but it goes in.
Back to talk about number 2, Zhao. He really does use his speed to outmaneuver any opposition. And it really does help keep him clean. Hiller now with the ball on Zhao. Throwing out to Wills. Wills now to Flag. Flag now to Callender. And the ball's loose. Recovered by East Hampton.
Zhao has the ball. He passes to Brady. Brady goes a long pass to RC Diacono. RC Diacono passes to Wayranch.
That's going to be against number 35, Toby Callender, and that's going to be a push in the back. Kewen coming in for Flag, and number 44, Trey Callender, going in for his brother, 35, Toby Callender.
East Hampton puts in Alston and Thomas again.
Ball hit out of bounds by East Hampton. That's going to be HK's ball. McGoey now throwing to Hiller. Hiller slowly going down the court. just now breaking the midline where he speeds off, throwing it to Wills. Wills now throwing it to Trey. Trey going up for the shot and it misses. Ball is loose and almost recovered by him, but does sadly fall into the hands of
Yes,
Hampton.
stolen by Zhao. Zhao passes to Brady. Brady to Zhao. Zhao was taking his time, but he passes to Thomas. Thomas, instead of going for a shot from the 3, passes. Brady goes for a shot from the 3, and that is good. That is another 3-pointer from Brady, his second this game. And that'll be a timeout. After seeing that 3-point shot, teams just need to take a break.
The dynamics of both of these timeouts really are showing. You can see that the HK coach is kind of a bit frustrated, but the East Hampton coach came out and congratulated some of his players. So you can see that one side's really going with a lot of positivity, and the other side's kind of not. They're getting frustrated right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, you look at it as simple as whoever's winning. East Hampton, very impressive actually with those shots that they've made, especially, and not even just from point scoring. Zhao, especially, doing some work by being able to be the communicator.
And based on how fast this game's been going, I'd be frustrated too if if I was down this much. McGoey now going up for the shot is good. Closing down the score to HK 15, East Hampton 25.
That was the ball. He has not taken a break yet this game. Passes to Thomas. Thomas to Alston. Alston to Caruso. Caruso drives, passes to Thomas. Thomas goes for a shot from the 3, and it's good. Wow.
4th 3 of the night by Thomas.
His 4th 3 of the night.
Ball is now in the hands of Wills of HK. Throwing it back out to Hiller. Hiller trying to drive into the court, passing it out to McGoey, who is wide open for a shot. Making the score 17-28 in favor of East Hampton.
Zhao has the ball, taking his time, giving the defense the time to move up, but he's going to pass it to Alston. Alston gets to put it up. It's not going to go in, but there is a call by the ref. It's going to be a pull.
Darren Hiller held an East Hampton player, and that's going to be his 2nd foul of the night.
Ball will be passed in by Jared Thomas.
Because it was not a shooting foul.
HK subs in Sam Erskine. Ball's
loose and Wills comes up with it. Wills now quickly moving down the court before East Hampton can get there. Going up for the shot, and it's good. Score is going to be 19-28 in favor of East Hampton. However, Wills does get some shots.
Yeah, he is going to have time to try to get a foul point or two.
Going for the first shot, and it's good.
So the ball is now in the hands of Ted Zhao. He passes to Brady. Brady to Alston. Alston from the 3. No good. Rebounds to Callender.
Callender now with the ball, throwing it to Wills. Wills really trying to move down the court before East Hampton could set up, but they have now set up. Flag now with the ball. Looking for someone open, and he's getting surrounded, throwing it to wide open Trey Callender, who then throws out to Wills. Wills now throwing it back to Flag, back into Callender, feeding the beast. He goes up, and that's good for 2.
The crowd goes wild.
Trey Callender seems to be a fan favorite.
Yeah, definitely. Zhao goes for the drive into the paint, puts it up. It goes in. There's a foul. I believe that will be a shooting foul.
However, HK's been able to close down this game to only 8 points.
There's a block foul on number 11, Erskine, against Zhao. Zhao will have 1 foul shot. Is no good and rebounds.
Kewen now with the ball, throwing it to Wills. Wills now throwing it to McGoey, and it's no good.
Shot from the 3, but it's no good. Rebounds to number 24, Brady. There's a call. 2 foul shots being given to number 24, Jai Lynch. Makes the first nice and clean. And the second rebounds to Sam Erskine.
Erskine now throwing it to Wills. Wills quickly driving down, throwing it back to Erskine. Erskine now quickly outmaneuvering number Zhao. And now Kewen driving in, and it's blocked. Oh, that's going to be a foul against East Hampton. Second one for Zhao tonight. Sorry, that was not Zhao. It's number 21.
That was against number 21, Stephen Brady.
Kewen we're ready to take his first shot, and it's good. Ready to score 23-31. Substitutions coming in. Kaufman in for Trey Callender. And that's going to be it for substitutions. Kewen now getting ready for a second shot, going up, and it's good. Closing down the score to a 7-point game.
Thomas passes into Brady. Brady drives, passes out to Thomas. He's gonna pass it to Zhao. Zhao back to Brady. And he puts it up, but it rebounds to Wills.
After some bad communication between Erskine and Wills, the ball is hit out of bounds by Wills. With just under 2 seconds left in this quarter and half in general.
Yeah.
Let's see what East Hampton decides to do with possession.
Not a very useful timeout. Did you catch who called that one? All right, so looks like they're...
However, I may be mistaken with it going out of bounds. I believe the reason why that timeout was called was because of the confusion between Erskine and Wills. They called a timeout with 2 seconds left before the ball went out of bounds, so they keep possession and they still have time to make a play. However, I could be wrong, and I very much am, because it's going to be East Hampton's possession. I got it right the first time.
So that's quite interesting because there isn't much HK can do with 1.7 seconds left. So
the only thing they can really hope on doing is keeping them from scoring, and they don't with a very deep 3.
Yikes. That is an interesting shot. Really impressive for that shot, but will it count?
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, because it left his hands.
It left his hands before the clock sounded, so it is completely countable. But that's going to increase the score to a 10-point game between East Hampton and HK.
It's a discussion.
And the thing that I think honestly what that timeout was really doing and what they were drawing up on the board was HK trying to keep East Hampton from scoring again. Mm-hmm. And whatever their plan was, it did not seem to work in the slightest.
It didn't, and there was actually a quick talk from the coach of HK, Jim Abbott, and the ref. Seemed like there was a little bit of a disagreement, but It's obviously makes sense because of what just happened. And oh wow, there's a lot of people leaving at the half. There is only a 10-point difference in the scoring. HK can always come back. We always know that the end of the first half score isn't a definite for what we can predict for the rest of the game, but there's quite a few people who might think that. So, quite a disappearance. It's going to be a real disappointment when those HK players come back on the court. Well, that was a lot. I mean, there's celebrations for the seniors afterwards, and it's really disappointing. I think it's possibly disappointing for them if they think that it's going to turn out badly for HK. There's still a chance of them winning.
Despite the score right now, there is still a lot of basketball left to be played.
Yeah, and let's take a quick look at the schedules. So HK Cougars, their record right now is 8-11, which is very similar to the record of East Hampton. But first, let's talk about HK's recent games.
So, a little while back, they played Coggins, which was a very close loss, 45-48. They played North Branford, which was a big win, 72-59. They played Cromwell at home and lost 48-77, which is a very heartbreaking defeat for them. They played North Branford, which was a big win, 66-57. And their most recent game, other than right now, of course, was away at Westbrook, which was a loss, 48-50. So as you can see, a lot of the times when HK loses, it's by a very small amount historically. Yeah. And when they seem to win, it's by a pretty decent and sizable win.
Yeah, and with their recent games especially, they are already in the tournament bracket, so they can definitely look up, but they wanted to try to get one more win so that they would be able to keep going and step up a little higher. But
however, if they aren't able to take a win, they are still in the bracket. It's just they are not seated as high. However, if they do win tonight, they are seated in a place that they will have another home game,
yes,
which can be very big for them.
Yes, that would be very big for them. And also for East Hampton, their current record is 9-10, only slightly better than that of HK's. But by tonight's game, we'll find out which of the teams is better in general. They are coming off of a game against Somers, which was a loss, 33-59, pretty big loss. And then against Westbrook, which was a win, same score, 33-59.
Just the tides were turned.
Yes, and then Wilcox Tech, which was a loss, 52-78. North Branford, which was a win. And today they are playing HK, and they will still have one more game left of the season at Valley Regional on the 23rd, which is in 2 days. So they are looking close to their end of the season as well. With that, we will come back to you in 5.5 minutes at the end of halftime. Stay tuned for more.
I like the Chevy, I like it a lot. Ain't no Mercedes and it's surely not a Lexus or a Jag or an Ocelot. It's the ugliest pony in the parking lot. Someday I'll drive something way better hot. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot.
Well, you know, a car's just a car. It ain't who you are. You drive to arrive. We can't all be movie stars. This obsession with possessions is out of hand. It might be time to stop this crime and take a stand.
The point is,
I'll make it fast.
Get into your car, step on the gas, 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 gas. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot. Ain't no Mercedes and it's surely not a Lexus or a Jag or Ocelot. It's the ugliest pony in the parking lot. Someday I'll drive something way better hot. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot.
Dodge, and you might drive a Ford, you might drive a Kia or a Honda Accord, you might drive your skateboard around the block, you might be a fella who prefers to walk.
The point is,
I'll make it fast.
get into your car, step on the gas, 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 gas. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot. Ain't no Mercedes and it's surely not a Lexus or a Jag or a Ocelot. It's the ugliest pony in the parking lot. Someday I'll drive something way better hot.
Until then,
I like my Chevy, I like it a lot. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot. I like my Chevy, I like it a lot.
there we go. That's a nice version. Thank you, Marky Mark. Appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Drew. Go, Drew.
Leave at all, and so we saw definitely some intense plays. East Hampton right at the buzzer. East Hampton made a 3-point shot at the very end, which definitely hurt HK quite a bit. But instead, they will hopefully come back from this, as their coaches may say. From what we saw there was also a timeout and with 1.7 seconds left, which was definitely a interesting move, just trying to get HK to prevent East Hampton from being able to make a point, but they still did, even though, using up their timeout. So it was definitely quite disappointing for them to call a timeout that completely went to waste and could have even distracted them from being able to get those points. The first buzzer has gone off, so the teams are coming back on. The HK side will have the ball starting off in the hands of Andrew Kewen, one of the seniors for tonight. He passes in to Darren Hiller, number 24. Kewen passes to Matt Wills. Matt Wills is being blocked heavily by Lynch. And there's a pass, but it's stolen by Ted Zhao of East Hampton and then goes out of bounds. So it will continue to be in HK hands, being passed in by Darren Hiller. He will pass in to Matt Wills. Wills to Hiller. And to Kaufman. Kaufman puts it up, but it is no good. Rebounds to Thomas, a heavy hitter from East Hampton, and he passes to Zhao. Zhao goes for the drive, passes out to number 21, Brady. To number 12, that was Caruso, who managed to go up for another 2 points, widening the gap between both teams.
Hiller throwing the ball to Kewen. Kewen going in, and it's no good wide. Callender now going for the shot, and that's good for 2.
Closes
And
the gap
that's Toby
slightly.
Callender, not Trey Callender.
HK slightly closing the gap there. Zhao passes to Thomas, to Caruso. Caruso dives to the ball and manages to get it, but there's 2 of HK's players, Kaufman and Callender, both on top of him. Now it's just a question of who's going to get the ball. And it will be a white ball.
Will's throwing it into Hiller. Hiller now driving down the court, looking for someone open, and that's going to be Wills once again. Wills now driving in, and then wanting to throw it out, but he's surrounded, throwing it to Hiller, right over Kaufman's head. Takes a shot, and it's no good. Off the back of Wills, ball is loose. It's going to be East Hampton.
And the ball is now going to be turned over to East Hampton, passed in by number 4, Jared Thomas.
Kaufman's now off for McGoey.
Thomas passes to Zhao. Zhao passes far to Brady. Brady passes far to Caruso. Caruso goes for the layup, and it was close, but it rebounds to McGoey.
McGoey now throwing to Wills. Wills now quickly moving down the court before defense can get set up. Kewen with the deep 3, and that's good for 3. And the score, HK 29, East Hampton 36.
East Hampton has the ball. Zhao passes to Thomas. Thomas passes back to Zhao, jumping over these HK players. Passes to Lynch, but Lynch puts it up, and it is no good. That was a failed layup. Slight bit of commotion, but there was a foul on number 35, Callender. The ball will be passed in by number 4, Thomas of East Hampton. Passes to Zhao. Zhao to Brady. Brady goes for the drive, but goes back out. Drives in, goes for the layup, but it's no good. Rebounds to Lynch, and he's bumped out of bounds.
Big number 44, Trey Callender, going in for his older brother, number 35, Toby Callender.
That will not be a foul, but the ball will be given to East Hampton. Brady goes for a shot from the 3, and that is good. That is his 3rd 3 of the night. Brady and Thomas, definitely some heavy shooters right there.
East Hampton's really on their 3-point game. McGoey now with the ball, throwing it into Wills. Back to McGoey. McGoey going for a 2. And it's good, and now he's going to get some foul shots to try to lessen down on East Hampton's lead. First one is good, and he's only going to get one. Making the score, HK 32, East Hampton 39.
Zhao has the ball. He drives into an open paint, but instead passes back out to Brady. Brady goes for a shot from the 3, but it's no good. He passes to Thomas. Actually, I believe that might have been a purposeful psyching out. Addis misses the shot from the 3, which would not be expected for a normal player, but for him, he definitely could have had that.
Ball goes out on East Hampton. Now it's going to be HK's ball. Hiller now has it. Moving a little bit faster than normal. Trying to set something up. Throwing it back out to Wills, who backs up for a 3. And it bounces right off. Almost recovered by Trey Callender, but it was loose.
It
And now
was
to East Hampton's ball.
stolen by Caruso. Pass to Thomas. Pass to Zhao. Zhao psychs out Wills, goes for the layup, and then it's good. Zhao, being only 5'8", manages to get out the tallest player on HK.
But just like that, McGoey is able to get down the court and score 2 for HK.
Zhao passes to Thomas. Thomas goes into the paint, takes a shot, and it
Thomas
is
seemed to
good.
be wide open in the paint.
Yeah, actually, it looked like Hiller was trying to block him, but he just didn't have the height, possibly.
He also seemed to lag behind him a little bit. Miller now throwing to Kewen. Kewen back into McGoey.
All right, and there was a push by blue number 4, Jared Thomas. Possession will be swapped to HK.
That's going to be his first one of the night.
Ooh, and an unsuccessful pass to Kewen. Ends up out of bounds. The ball will be passed in by East Hampton. Brady passes to Zhao.
Miller lining up close on Zhao. Now driving in. Ball's loose and he throws it high and out.
Ends up going to Thomas. To Brady. Brady tries to drive. Goes up, but it's no good, and that'll be a foul. That was a hit foul against number 25 of HK.
This will be his first of the night also.
That was Matt Wills, member of the now 1,000-point club. Brady of East Hampton misses his first foul shot. And the second is no good as well.
Wills now has the ball, driving down, and back out, throwing it to Hiller. East Hampton defense playing really aggressive. Wills now, ball's loose. Wills almost is able to snag it, but it's going to end up being East Hampton's possession.
Yeah, that was definitely out of bounds, so it will be passed in by Thomas to Zhao. This is to Thomas, to Alston. Alston to Brady. Brady tries to pass, it's blocked by Kewen, goes out of bounds. Substitutions from HK. Thomas of East Hampton passes into Brady. Brady passes to Alston. Alston gets it up and is blocked. Rebound to McGoey.
McGoey with a big block, now in the hands of Flag, back out to Wills. Wills loses control once again, and it's going to be in possession of East Hampton.
Zhao has the ball. This is to Thomas. Brady. And Thomas with a shot from the 3. And that is good. Thomas's 5th three-pointer of the night.
Yeah, 5th three.
I wonder if he's a part of the 1,000-point club. He's made 15 points already. Even more, in fact.
Erskine now throwing it to Wills. Wills having a dodgy pass to McGoey, and it goes out of bounds.
Zhao has the ball. Passes to Alston. Alston, it was a jump to block Alston, but he shot afterwards, but he still was rebounded.
Flag coming down with the throw to Erskine, and now Erskine passing the counter back to Flag. And that's good for 2.
HK is at a 9 points behind East Hampton. Zhao has the ball, takes a shot, no good. Rebounds to Alston. Alston to Thomas. Thomas with the shot from the three, it's no good. Rebounds to Wills.
Wills now with the ball. Trying to make something happen in the last 50 seconds of this period. Calendar now with the ball, throwing to McGoey. McGoey pushing off. Calendar with the ball and goes up, and that's good for 2. Making it only a 7-point game. HK 39, East Hampton 46.
Zhao has the ball. He's going slow around the middle. He's met with Erskine and Calendar, but he passes to Thomas. To Brady. It is Zhao.
10 seconds left in this period. Just looks like they're just trying to waste time.
Brady is just holding on to the ball. He's going to actually drive and take a shot. Rebounds to Clegg, but he cannot make the three-quarter court shot.
However, it was a nice attempt.
It was a good attempt. I'll give him that. And so we are now looking at a score of 39-46, a 7-point lead for East Hampton, which is looking pretty strong, but we are now in the final stretches of the game. What do you think we're going to see, Walls?
I think that both teams, no matter what position they are currently right now, they're both going to come out and play real aggressive for this last period to really try, for both of them, or at least East Hampton in their case, try to make their lead bigger and just kind of maintain and keep HA down, while HA is going to try to come up here and make an upset and just kind of really, I think both teams are going to play very aggressive and try to make something happen.
Yeah, HK is definitely really wanting this win because of their senior night, but also because of that higher seeding in the tournament. It is believed that East Hampton will be in the tournament. Could you guess?
I'd say so.
I would say so. So either team, right now it's not too important who's winning right now, but it will in fact be. Oh, wow. Okay, so what we just saw was an East Hampton ball. They pass it into East Hampton, but just kicks it out of bounds.
After a quick block from Hiller, I think what happened was Hiller tried to swat the ball and it bounced off an East Hampton player going out of bounds. Hiller now with the ball though, goes up and it's no good. Rebounded by Wills, however, who gets a second try. It's no good. They do not get a third.
Stolen by Brady of East Hampton. He's bringing it to the other side of the court. Passes to Zhao, it's no good. Rebounds to Kaufman.
Zach Kaufman coming down with the ball, passing it to Keelan. Keelan now driving in, throwing it back out to Wills. Wills now carrying it and trying to make it, and he missed. Kaufman holding on to that ball for dear life.
But it will be turned over. Actually, we'll go to HK. Keelan, number 5.
Keelan now trying to find someone open, throwing it into Kaufman. Kaufman trying to find someone open, that's going to be Hiller. Hiller now driving around, going around, trying to use his speed, and it works. Making the score 41-46.
7 minutes.
It's only a 5-point difference.
Only a 5-point difference with 7 minutes left. It's definitely possible for HK to win. There's not a timeout. Is going to be called by East Hampton. They also recognize the fact that we just noticed that there is a chance that HK can surpass, and that could be risky for East Hampton if they're trying to hold the lead.
This game is a 2-possession game at this moment, and we've seen throughout this entire game possessions go by really fast.
Especially with these shots that are being taken. While we do credit East Hampton with some of the three-pointers they've made and some of the impressive shots, they have also had their fair share of misses, as both teams have, especially with East Hampton having an air ball and a foul shot, which is just embarrassing.
That is very true. However, if they're able to maintain a 10-point lead over HK for the majority of the game, They must be doing something right.
Yes, that is not to discredit the team at all because they have been winning, and they definitely have this. As of right now, they have this game. There is still, obviously, they recognize that there is a threat from HK, and it is completely possible for either side right now.
That's true, especially, as I said earlier, it is only a 5-point game. A lot can happen in 7 minutes, and a lot more than just 5 points can be scored for both teams.
Will start as an East Hampton ball, passes in to Thompson, to Brady, who takes a shot from 3, and it's good. So further putting that gap, and that is fourth or fifth 3-point shot from Brady.
Hiller now throwing it to Kewen. Kewen back into wide open Wills. That's going to be good for 2.
Wide open Wills had that layup, and now the ball is in East Hampton Zhao's hands. He passes to Thomas. Back to Zhao, but it goes loose. Matt Wills was a little too close and pulled a foul. The foul was on.
Number 25 Wills.
Yeah, number 25 Wills.
Second of the night.
But there's a foul against East Hampton now, number 20, Alston.
And that's going to give it right back to HK. Hiller now, just passing the midline. Trying to use his speed to outmaneuver Zhao, but I don't know how that's going to work for him.
Calendar
Shot after shot after shot by Calendar, using his height to get the rebound over and over again, but it's not able to get any points out of that endeavor.
Brady of East Hampton has the ball now. He's taking his time on the outside, passes to Zhao. To Lynch. And Lynch goes up for another 2 points, bringing the score from to 43 to 51.
HK needs to start doing something soon if they want to get a lead of their own. They have not led in the game since the very first period.
It's a failed layup, but Darren Hiller with the ball.
Wills now has it. Dribble around looking for a pick. And that's going to be called against number 35, Toby Calendar. It looks like they're calling him for a moving pick. That's going to be Toby Calendar's 4th foul of the night. He is close to fouling out on his senior night. So they put in number 40, McGoey, in for Calendar, trying to save him up for the last little bit of the game.
East Hampton with the ball. Zhao passes to Brady. Zhao. Brady with a shot from the 3, and it's good.
He was wide open.
That was perfectly clean, and there's not much you can do to defend against 3-point shots because HK in their way is to stay close to the net for their defense. That is Brady's 5th or 6th 3-point of the night.
HK trying to find a way through this East Hampton defense, but every time they drive in, they get surrounded. But that's going to be 2 for McGoey.
There'll be a single foul shot because of a push by number 4, Jared Thomas of East Hampton against McGoey of HK.
McGoey getting ready for a shot. Going up. And it bounces just off the rim. However, Kaufman trying to get a backwards layup, but it's no good. East Hampton can still remain with their 9-point lead.
Brady goes for a shot from the 3, but that one's no good. Kaufman dives to the ball and catches it.
Kaufman diving for it as it was swatted down by number 4. That's going to be a timeout on HK.
4 minutes left in this game.
I still can't get over that dive that Kaufman had. That was a very very athletic play by him, and it was very good and heads up.
Yeah, and I believe that will give them the ball once we come out of this timeout. But there's 4 minutes left of the game, and there's already the first buzzer. 4 minutes left of the game with a 9-point lead for East Hampton. There isn't much we can expect to change right now because that 10-point difference is kept pretty much throughout the game. Obviously, a very nice feat. HK can pull ahead, but East Hampton looks like they're having it right now.
It's just a major fault in HK's defense that they play so close to the net to protect the paint, but when East Hampton's able to drive in and then take a step back and drain a three, it's hard for HK's defense to do anything about that.
Yeah, they really just need height, and that's not something they can do against number 4, Thomas, because he is much taller than any HK player, except possibly Matt Wills.
Wills trying to go for a layup, but it's no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds on HK, and that's going to be East Hampton's ball.
Passed in by Jared Thomas, number 4. Pass to Zhao. Zhao passes to Lynch, but is blocked by Callender, and instead ends up in the hands of Brady. Thomas passes all the way far to Brady. Brady takes a shot from the 3. No good. Rebounds to Zhao. Zhao to Lynch. Lynch puts it up for a short shot under the net, and that's another 2 points. It's an 11-point lead for East Hampton.
Wills now has the ball. HK looking to score and kind of try to close down this lead. Killingworth try and attempt it with the 3. He's going to miss. Kaufman now on the ground, but he gets up. Ball tipped out of bounds by number 24, Hiller.
Ball will be given to number 4, Jared Thomas. He passes in. Wills over the ball, but it goes to Matt Wills.
Wills now trying to get down there before anyone set up and trips and falls. Kaufman now with the ball, throwing it back out to Hiller. East Hampton's defense seems to be set up, though. Kewen now trying to drive in. And the ball's going to remain in HK's possession.
The ball was lost there, and it will instead go to East Hampton, number 4. Zhao with the ball. Passes to Thomas. To Alston, who's right under the net and goes up for a 2-pointer. Foul against number 24, Darren Hiller, so giving Alston a chance at the line. He has 1 shot. And he's no good. Rebounds to Hiller.
Hiller now quickly moving down the court, trying to get there, driving in the paint. That's good for 2.
Hiller
However,
captured the rebound of the shot that was on a foul against him.
Quite interesting.
Zhao has the ball but loses it. It goes out of bounds.
It's going to be HK's possession with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game. Can HK close an 11-point gap? That's the question we are wondering.
11 points is a lot for 2.5 minutes.
But you never know.
I'll be 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Matt Wills has the ball. Oh, a shot that goes behind the backboard and just straight out of bounds. It is going to be going to...
So it seemed to have been tipped by East Hampton. It's going to remain in HK possession. Wills now dropping back, throwing it to Hiller. Setting it into the paint with Kaufman. Kaufman going up and missing. Rebounded by Callender. Back to Kaufman. And that's going to be a foul against East Hampton.
That was just disappointing for HK, especially that they that's the second time that I've definitely seen that they have a lot of chances for those rebounds, but none of them have just gone in. They've just
Very
put it
discouraging.
up, and it just doesn't go in. It's definitely frustrating and also discouraging.
First one of Collins goes in. Also, when you're down there trying to rebound, there's a lot of hands and arms being thrown around. I think I saw 35 Calendar got hit in the face, but he played it off well. Cobbin going up for the second shot, and it's no good. East Hampton now with a 10-point lead. Kewen now playing hard defense against him before, but he throws it out.
Zhao as the ball trips it goes loose, but he manages, fights over it with Kaufman of HK, but he is on the ground. And just ends up going to timeout. So with that timeout, we are in 1:51 seconds left of the game.
With 10 points.
10-point difference for East Hampton as the steady 10-point lead we've seen throughout the game.
And at best, this is a 4-possession game. With just under 2 minutes and 4 possessions, that's assuming HK is able to drain 3 threes and either make a layup or make another 3. That's asking for a lot in 2 minutes, but you never know.
You can also see it with fouls. But while we definitely have seen East Hampton not getting that many fouls this game, if East Hampton is able to pull, if HK is managed to pull as many fouls from East Hampton as possible, that is also another way that they could be able to score some points.
And slow down the game.
And slow down the game.
Ball's going to be thrown into Sal.
Zhao's just waiting because he knows that running down that clock is just the best thing for him. Definitely something that the coach might have said, but Hiller decides to play a little closer to him. Mr. Brady.
Putting pressure on this East Hampton offense is the best course of action.
Stolen by
Hiller
Darren
now
Hiller.
with the ball. Throwing back out to Kewen. Kewen now trying to do something, driving into the paint, going up for a shot, and it goes in. That's going to be also a foul against East Hampton, so Kewen's going to get a foul shot.
He has one foul shot here, which would be enough to count him for 3 points to close the gap. Let's see what he can do. That foul, by the way, was against Ted Zhao, his second foul.
And it's good.
So it was good. A 7-point difference, but
Still a 3-possession game.
but still the ball is in East Hampton's hands.
With just over a minute left. That's going to be a foul against HK. That's a heartbreaker.
That is a heartbreaker. As you can see, hands on their heads. East Hampton.
Number 35, Toby Calendar, will foul out.
It's disappointing. It was his senior night and fouling out of the game. Here we see the number 24, Jai Lynch. Takes shot. First is no good. The second is. Made a 1-point difference. And
Hiller now with the ball. Hiller trying to drive in, throwing to Kewen, who's almost able to keep it in bounds, but he's not quite able to, kicking it on the way out. 59 seconds left in this game. East Hampton's ball. You know they're probably going to try to stall, so that's why Kewen is pushing up aggressively.
yes, number 21, Brady has the ball. Passes to Thomas. To Lynch. It's a foul. On number 40, McGoey of HK. Now number 24, Lynch, will be able to take some time from foul line. Makes the first. That's the heartbreaker for the game. Very impressive from East Hampton, but that looks like it's them. There is pretty much a set score right now. Set winners. East Hampton makes the
That's going
second
to
shot.
give East Hampton Once again, their 10-point lead. 4 possession game with 40 seconds left. Let's see what HK can do to even try to lessen the lead.
Wills goes for the layup, but it's no good. Very well done by East Hampton this game, being able to pull ahead in the last and definitely end this.
It was really definitely just the raw volume of threes that they were able to score. Will's going up for shots, and it goes in. East Hampton now only with a 9-point lead. Now just trying to lessen the blow. Will is going for a second shot, and that's good. Now it's going to be 53-61 in East Hampton's favor.
Ball's passed into Brady. A lot of running from HK. But they're just pushing on the East Hampton players, and that is their 10th foul of the half. 33 seconds left, giving number 21 Brady time to foul shot. I'd also like to make a comment on the impressive performance of Brady, number 21, Stephen Brady. He has made, I believe, 5 3-point shots so far. So that's pretty impressive, almost as impressive as Jared Thomas's 6 3-point shots.
Second free throw misses, but it's hit out of bounds.
.33 seconds left of the game still, and there will be a foul from the other side now.
Giving the 20 is fouled out of the game.
That will be Nathan Elston fouling out.
Hewan trying to go for a 3 and misses. Ball is loose on the ground, and who's going to come up with it? That's going to be East Hampton's ball. East Hampton with now a 9-point lead. Subs coming now on for all of the seniors.
HK congratulating the seniors with applause.
And that's going to be the final home game of these seniors' careers. Flag now. Played some tough defense. 15 seconds left in the game.
Brady with the ball, just moving
5
around.
seconds.
5 seconds remaining. And that is the game. And here's the buzzer.
And the final score is going to be HK 53, East Hampton 62. That's going to be the end of this game. East Hampton winning with a 9-point lead. That's going to be the end of, and that's going to be the last of these HK seniors' home games.
But it isn't completely over. Since they are going to tournament, there's still a chance if they win a couple more tournament games that they would, in fact, be able to play another home game. While looking at their record, it does seem unlikely.
That is very true. However, assuming for the best, though, this is their last guaranteed home game.
Yes, and definitely. I'd also like to make a comment on a very impressive game from East Hampton, especially player number 2, Ted Zhao, who has maybe not scored as much as the other players, but he has stayed in the entire game.
Yeah, he did not get a single sub.
Not a single sub. He stayed in the entire time, and I would say
it wasn't like his play style also was very slow. He was running up and down this court.
Yeah, he was lacking in height, and he definitely was. It's just how he played that managed to make up for that, and he managed to stay in the whole time. Definitely having a huge role in the win.
And the amazing thing is, he is a sophomore, so he still has another 2 seasons to get even better. So it's gonna be very interesting seeing where he goes.
Yeah, it's actually he's been a sophomore. He was played entirely throughout this entire game. Which a whole varsity game, which is quite interesting. Definitely much more than the seniors from East Hampton. but everything is wrapping up here on the court. So we'd like to thank our in-part sponsor, Zippo6, for in-part sponsoring this show tonight. And we'd also like to recognize the seniors from HK and from East Hampton. One more time, since this is the end of their season. From East Hampton, we have Jared Thomas, Liam Curtin, Joseph Caruso, and Nathan Alston, all which played this game.
And for HK, we'd like to thank number 24, Darren Hiller, number 34, Zach Kaufman, number 5, Andrew Kewen, number 25, Matthew Wills, and number 35, Toby Callender.
And without the players, there wouldn't be a game. So thanks to all of their careers, and we wish them good luck to everyone, and to everyone who's staying in from both sides, that will keep playing this game for years to come. So this will be the, I believe, last broadcast of this season.
It will be.
So we'd like to thank everyone who watched throughout this entire season, and we hope you come back next year to see boys basketball again.
Thank you for joining us, and
one last signing off. I'm Connor Shute.
I'm Wally Sample. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Have a good night.